I think The Incredibles might be a top 5 movie ever. I know, it sounds ridiculous to say out loud. It very well might be the wildest thing I've ever said, and yet I am going to stand by it because I'm biased. What can I say? It's incredibly organic and relatable, more so than a lot of movies that have come out in the last 20 years, and it has stood the test of time. Holy shit. The score, the themes, the story, that shit is immaculate. I mean, you've got Mr. Incredible over here having a midlife crisis, reminiscing on the good old days, constantly missing the good things that are happening in his life right now, stuck in a stupor, a depression that nothing can get him out of. This movie touches on politics, government control, vigilantism, capitalism, criminal justice, marital spouts, insinuated infidelity, and murder, and that very well could be considered surface level considering the amount of topics that this movie touches on. This is just one of those movies that you can never allow to be lost and forgotten to time, and I don't think it'll ever let itself do so. Even though it's a story about superheroes, it hits too close to home for a lot of things that are constantly going on in people's lives. The superhero touch is just an incredibly nice aspect that gives it a level of uniqueness that a lot of regular things don't have these days. I mean, hell, one of the biggest lessons of the entire movie was the Parr family learning to accept themselves for who they were, powers and all. And I'm a huge fan of the pacing, the character growth, and the suspense this movie has to offer. Nowadays, it feels like a lot of movies really just don't trust you to process that information on your own, or they'd rather just pacify you with shit that doesn't matter. But The Incredibles has like 5 different storylines going on at once that all blend together like a well-oiled machine. Like if I pluck one singular character out of the movie, I can make an entire analysis video about that character. For instance, Syndrome being an insanely interesting character that I have talked about in the past. Though his character motivation boils down to I can't get what I want, so I'ma crash out, the enjoyment I've received from him being an irredeemable villain is really hard to describe. This same Syndrome went out of his way to carefully, methodically murder so many heroes, and the movie doesn't shy away from it, it doesn't sugarcoat it, it's in your face. Homeboy will let a child die, he don't give a fuck. But that's the level of rawness that The Incredibles has as a movie, and that's what I love so much about it. We are very capable of having movies be family oriented, focused on connectivity, while also having deep topics like people wanting to commit suicide. Those two things do not have to be mutually exclusive. And since the movie is restricted by specific guidelines that caters towards it being appropriate for children, it forces the writing to be that much more clever as it carefully caters itself to adult audiences in between the lines. And it crams so much story into 2 hours of content. One of those movies that you just can't get enough of. I don't think we'll ever have another Incredibles in our lifetime.